Hi everyone, I'm Youssra. I'm a third year doing development economics. I'm using paper so I don't forget anything, so there might be some rustling around. So when I first came to SOAS, I was really welcomed and accepted, and I couldn't stop raving to my friends at other universities about how eye-opening my course was and how amazing the people I was meeting were. I could finally explore what it means to be a queer woman of colour, and I'll be forever grateful for having that opportunity. However, it was because I was granted the space and time to explore my identity that I now see I shouldn't have been comparing SOAS to other universities. I want to work with the other co-presidents to create a space and a union that is for everyone, whether that's making sure there are more intersectional spaces where BME people can talk, or ensuring that member staff and students are using correct names and pronouns. We need to recognise the toll of living in London for both home and international students, as our working class officers have uncovered the process for applying for bursaries is intrusive and laborious. This is unacceptable. With rising fees and living costs, SOAS should be looking for ways to make students' lives easier, not more difficult. If elected, I would look into reforming the process of bursaries and working with our student class officers. As Equality and Liberations Officer, I would continue the BME mentoring scheme and would like to see this scheme extended to all marginalised groups and to ensure students are supported throughout their time at university. It's one thing for a tutor to say to you that you can come to them for anything. It's different to know that a member of staff or student has been assigned to you and can sympathise and empathise with your experiences because they may have had similar ones. One area in which I think SOAS lags far behind where it should be is accessibilities. In lectures, very little thought is given to those with both visible and invisible disabilities. The onus of making a course accessible should not fall on a student, but every lecturer should be striving to make their course inclusive for everyone, whether it be making text on slides more readable or to refraining from using ableist language. The final pledge I'm going to make, I think, applies to all marginalised groups, and personally is the most important one: to reform how we report harassment at SOAS. I have both personal and anecdotal experience with people being victims of harassment, both verbal and physical. Wanting to report it and not knowing whom to turn to. Even though you can probably approach any member of staff or member of the executive, we don't know what the next steps are. We do not know what the outcomes are. Can you stay anonymous? How will you be protected on campus? What are the outcomes for your aggressor? Even the online form is basically a blank document saying where you have to relive in excruciating detail what could have been a very traumatic event. The only way to move forward with a union that we all feel safe in, are proud of, is to foster an environment where the victim survivors feel empowered enough to come forward. That starts with knowing who to turn to in the face of harassment. Remember, vote yes for yes.